Sheni Amru Razal. Now our sages said Berabos Berus Midrasha Barus Al Pasuk Lenomi Modala Isha Ushmo Boaz, that Naomi had a relative to her husband and his name is Boaz. Rashaim Hin Kodmin Lishman, that the wicked they're mentioned before the name. Goliath Shmo, Goliath is his name. Noval Shmo, Noval is his name. Avalat Tzadikim Shman Kodem, but the righteous, their name is before them. Ushmo Yishai, and his name is Yishai. Ushmo Boaz, and his name is Boaz. Ushmo Kish, and his name is Kish. Ushmo David, Ushmo Mordechai. Domim Leboram, so that's compared to their creator. Shenamar Ushmi Havaya Lo Nodati Lahem, like it says, my name Havaya was not known to them. Adgan Lashona, that's the end of the quote of the Medrash. V'cheinu berabos be'Esther al pasuk Ushmo Mordechai. Midvarim elu mavor. So from these things it's clear shekamosh l'mayla nemar lusum lo shem, that just like above it says, to give to him a name, that he traveled 500 years to acquire a name. Kamo kin shaykh b'china zu b'tzadikim. I remember we said the concept of Shmuel Hagadol in the last paragraph. So that's the concept of a name. So too by tzadikim v'zeu inyan v'keser shem tov, that's the concept of the crown of a good name. Ola al gabehen, that's upon them all. The other ksarim keser kahuna malchus. That is that the tzadikim draw down that concept of the name. Like it says that Yisrael will rejoice in you, those who sanctify your name. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Yisrael will rejoice in you. Nusach birchas hayom diyom tovu b'cha kol Yisrael v'yismuchu b'cha kol Yisrael. Aval b'ashmatas teves kol ugam kein b'torah or b'dibra maschil osri lekefen perek beis. But this nusach is also brought in Torah or Bilkutei Torah Shira Shirim Dibura Maschil Tzenu Reina Shini Suf Peridal Rebbe Kama Makomos. So the Alter Rebbe gave some credence to that nusach. Vismecha Ubecha Yisrael. Perhaps from Ahavas HaKitzer. Al Yidei Maisim Tovim. So how do we sanctify Hashem's name? Through the good deeds. Shizeu Inyan Keser Shem Tov. That's the concept of a crown of a good name. Like it says, I will be sanctified amongst the Bnei Israel. What does it mean to be sanctified? Give yourself over and sanctify my name. That means to sanctify the name. V'kadesh shmi. It says, I'm the one who took you out of the land of Mitzrayim, meaning to say, I took you out on Tanai, with a stipulation, Meretz Mitzrayim, shetimsuru atzmechem lekadesh es shmichulu, that I took you out of the land of Egypt on condition that you'll give yourselves over to sanctify my name. So since that's true, that we're the ones who sanctify your name, that is, we draw down from the concept of you are holy into your name is holy. That's the sanctifying of the name. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, this that we draw down, look in the Maimarim from Torah and Likutei Torah that were just mentioned, that also talk about back in the Mamer. So mamshich mi bechinas shimcha kadosh ata kadosh bebechinas v'shimcha kadosh. V'zeu inyan mekadshei shmecha, and that's the concept of those who sanctify your name. L'chein him domim leboram. Therefore, they are compared to their creator, sheshmam kodem, that their name comes before, that the shame comes before their name. That is, that there rests on them the holiness from this concept that they draw down from. And that's the concept of a crown of a good name. And that's that Israel will rejoice in you, those who sanctify your name, meaning becha, in you specifically, in the highest levels. Through this concept of sanctifying your name, that's drawn down into them this resting of this level of your great name, and that's the concept of their name. Like it says, and I will make for you a name like the names of the great ones in the earth, meaning that we'll also have the name like the Shem HaGadol. And our sages said in Psachim, Tane Rav Yosef, Zeu she'omrim Magin David. We learned, Rav Yosef said, this is what it says, that he's the shield of David. Uperush Rashi Kishim Hagadolim. What does it mean? A name of the great ones, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. That's Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Shekashem shechos min Magin Avraham, chos min Magin David chulu. Just like we finish a bracha with the shield of Avraham, so too we finish a bracha with the shield of David. Ein Sham, look over there in Gemara Pesachim, ki hinei Pirush Magin. So the ones who are Mekadosh Shemech, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, so David also gets the Shem Hagadolim. Ki hinei Pirush Magin. What's this shield? Kasav bepardis erech Magin al pi Zohar Parshas Shemos Taf Gimel Amud Beis. So the Pardes says Shiur Bris, that's the concept of Bris. The shield is the concept of the covenant. And he proves it from the concept of the shield, and its sheath is the name Havaya Elokim. So I guess if Shemesh is Tiferet, so its Magin is Yisod. Ubris hu iskashus v'yichur, and the concept of the covenant is connection and union. V'rotzalomash misyachti misham Havaya Elokim. That is it's united there. Havaya Elokim lihiyos ki Havaya hu Elokim, because Havaya is the Elokim. Kamoshikos of a Pirush b'zev Likutei Torah Parshas Vayischanan, like it's brought in Likutei Torah Vayischanan v'yadaita yom Drush Hasheni Sof Perek Hey b'dibur ha'maschil ki sishma b'kol Perek Daled Shem Shachazu hu al yidei b'chinas tzadik shuhu iskashtus, that to draw this down, the concept of the name and the bris, the Magin David, it's through the concept of tzaddik, which is shuhu iskashtus, which was connection of b'chinas bris nimtza zeu inyan Magin, and the concept of the covenant, that's the concept of the shield then. V'zeu inyan Magin Avraham, and that's the concept of the shield of Avraham. I guess because Avraham had the bris. Like it says by Avraham that I'm going to shield you after the bris milah. And that's through Avraham sanctifying Hashem's name, perhaps also through the Orkazdim and so forth. And he drew down the concept of you are holy into your name is holy. And through this he drew down a union of Havaya and Elokim bebechinas Shemesh Magin Havaya Elokim, and the concept of a sun and its sheath is Havaya Elokim. And through this he merited this concept of the name of the great ones. That he should be called on this truly bebechinas Shem Zeh, in this name is Magin Avraham, and that's why he's called the shield of Avraham, because he was Mekadesh Hashem. He drew down this name, so that's why David's told that he will be like the Shem Hagadolim, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov. That this concept of the sun and its shield is a Vayalokim that's drawn down through Avraham, and shines into the concept of Avraham, Vainu Anuchi Magin Lach, that is like Hashem says to him, I will shield you, or I am a shield for you. Gam Kasa Bepardis Magin, Rashi Tevus Osios Michal Gavriel Nuriel. Also it says in Pardes that Magin, the shield, is the letters of the Malachim, Machol Gavriel Nuriel, Shein Gimel Bechinat Mim Machanos Shechina, that they are the three camps of the Shechina. There are three camps of the Shechina. And that is to say that this level, this revelation of the sun and its shield will be revealed into the lower worlds of through the three camps of the Shechina. And that's the concept of the verse, everything that's called in my name. Nishayahu that implies that it goes down into the lower worlds. But we see that what is it? It's talking about calling it Shmi. It says in Targum Yonasan, all that's called because of the fathers, Tzadikaya, Diskrushmi Alehon, the righteous, that my name is called upon them. So called Nikra Bishmi refers then to the Avos that my name is called upon. And that goes down into Biyah, Ubira Inyan. An explanation of this, Tihine Yishlo Havin Mashikazu Parshas Shemos Gimel V'Zela Shono. Let's first understand what it says in Shemos, and this is what it says: Havaya Elokei Avosechem, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov, Shelachani Aleichem. Ze Shmi Leolam. It says, Havaya, the Elokav your fathers, the Elokav of Avraham, the Elokav Yitzchak, the Elokav Yaakov sent me to you. This is my name forever. And the Jewish philosophers asked about this. How can he attach his name to the fact that he's the Elokav Avraham? It would have made more sense, seemingly, to say that he's the Elokav, the world, that creates the world, orders it, and conducts it. Like it says in Kuzari, this question, this idea, and it answers there in Siman Kafei, it's because through the Avos, his Elokus was revealed, and the word of Elohim was to them, to conduct them, and to make through them miracles, which is not the case with him just being, so to speak, which is not the case with him just being the Elokav of the world, creating the heavens and the earth. Everybody's equal in that, not necessarily revealing his Elokus in the world. Also, there's no particular revelation in that idea at all. But in creation of the world, it's equally hidden in a hidden state, equally enclosed in a hidden state. And that's why it says the Elokav Avraham, that through the fathers his divinity was revealed was drawn in a revealed state. That is through their service specifically. Not all people are equal in this. Only those that sanctify your name are able to draw this down and be called on as Elokus. And that's the intention in the concept of the name. Even though it's not the actual language that's used there in the Kuzari. Torah or Parshas Yisro b'dibur ha'maschil inyan ha'avos hein hamerkava. Look what it says in Torah Ohr, about the fathers being the Merkava, and the Rebbe says on the bottom, Vayin b'Torah Ohr, Meretz Mitzrayim, b'Ksav Yad HaTaka Nichtav. Minat Sad, Al-Chora Hum Yosor, and the handwritten copy, this is written on the side, and at first glance it's extra key Babasov Perek Zeh, because it comes at the end of this Perek, and that's its place, corresponding with the way the flow of the concepts are brought one after the other. So this aside in Torah Ohr, back in the Mamer, Misham Yuvan, from that Mamer you can understand from Ha'avos Hinen Merkava in Torah Ohr, how through the Avos you draw down an extra light from the infinite into Chachma Bina. That's why it says that's my name forever, or my name to the world. It's drawn down the concept of the Shem Hagadol, the concept of Keser, to almost to Chachma Bina. And like we said before, it's like the difference between Yichud Chitzoni of Chachma Bina and the Yichud Pnimi. That the Yichud Pnimi is a Gilui Elokusen Welt, and not just Yichud Chitzoni for Kiyum HaOlamos. That's the whole Chiddush of the Avos here, is that they were Gilui Elokus in the world, and that's why it says Elokei Avraham, Magen Avraham. And look what's brought about this when it says, I am Elavai Elokecha that took you out of the land of Mitzrayim. And according to what was explained before, it's understood because the concept of him creating the heavens and earth, that's a conduct that comes through the name of Elokim, but the concept of the Elokav Avraham, the Magin Avraham, that's the shield of Avraham, it's the concept of the sun and its sheath is a Havaya Elokim. So it's not just Elokim, but Havaya and Elokim, and a yichud of them for Isgalus Lechin Zeshmi Olam. And that's why it says, this is my name forever, or my name to the world, that through this you draw down the concept and to place and to give for yourself a name. Asher halach Elokim, and so forth, liknos lo shem, and so forth. And like the pasuk says, and you made for yourself a name, like this very day. So I guess Kehayom Hazeh is also a concept of like revelation in front of you, that you made for yourself a name, that you were misgal at this level of the shame. And so too we say on Chanukah, that you made for yourself a holy name and great name. Again, Shem Gadol, and the concept of Tekadosh into Shimcha Kadosh. And also it says there Kehayom Hazeh. Like it points out in Derech Mitzvos Chanukah. And this is drawn down also on the Avos. It'll be called on my name truly. That they'll be called on my name. And now about this it says concerning David, and I'll make for you a name as well, like the Avos, that will be drawn into them for a revelation of the inner concept of the infinite light, truly, and into David as well, Magin David. Like Magin Avraham, V'zesha Amr Razal B'Babasra Berakei Dafayin Hey, Asidim Tzadikim Shikru B'Shmo Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that in the future, says in Baba Basra, the righteous will be called on the name of the Holy One, blessed be He. Shenamar, like it says, Kol Hanikra B'Shmi V'Lichvodi, that all those who are called in my name and my honor. Perush Rashi, and Rashi says, Sheyi Yeshmam Havaya, that their name will be Havaya, Vainu Kanal. What does that mean? That means that Al Yidei Shemam Shich in Bigdulas Havaya, that they draw down that level of the greatness of Havaya onto them. So they're called on that name, so to speak. And like it says in another place in the verse, and then the nations will say that Hashem made great. Therefore, through this, will shine this concept into them, into the avos, into the tzaddikim. Or Parshas Yisro, meaning that there's Hiskalos Elokus in the world and amongst the nations, and it'll be revealed Hashem's greatness through the tzaddikim. Look what it says in Torah. Or Parshas Yisro, b'dibur ha'maskil inyan ha'avos hein ha'merkava misham yuvan echlai ha'avos nimshach tosefes or me'insof b'chachma bina. That from there you can understand how through the avos is drawn an extra light from the infinite into chachma bina al kain zeh shmi lo'olam. Therefore, this is my name forever. Pasuk Anochi Havai Elokecha Hasher Hotzeisecha Meretz Mitzrayim. Ketzer. So in short, so look what it says, that I'm Hashem Elokecha, that is Havai Elokim, the names together that took you out of Mitzrayim. That through that Gilui Elokus. Ketzer Inyan Tzadikim Mishman Kodman. So we talked about how the names of Tzadikim were before them, Ketzer Shem Tov, and that's the crown of a good name. Shmecha, they sanctify your name. Therefore is drawn them onto them also this level of holiness. And it says to David, I will make for you a name like the name of the great ones, Magin Avraham, Magin David. Like the concept of the sun and its shield is a Vayalukim, that is to say, the union of a Vayalukim with Zawinyan Magin. That's the concept of the shield. Avraham and that is through Avraham, who sanctified, his name may be blessed. Avraham. Through this is also drawn down the shield to Avraham through sanctifying the name. And so to David, that's all who are called in my name, in my honor. To draw down Elokus in Olamos. Elokei Avraham. And then we talked about how it says Elokei Avraham and the Chokrim in the Mechkar in Kuzri about this. And it doesn't say that he created the heavens, because the creation of the heavens and earth is through the name of Elokim. But through Avraham is drawn down the sun and its shield is Avaya and Elokim. And that's the concept of that the tzaddikim in the future will be called upon the name of the Holy One, blessed be He.